Hello and welcome back to Let's Learn English, your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and practice English at a slow and natural pace. I'm Michael, and I'm so glad you've joined me again. Today's lesson is going to be very practical because we are focusing on English for hotel situations. Think about it. When you travel to a new city or even a new country, one of the first things you need to do is check in at your hotel. You need to speak with the reception staff, maybe ask about breakfast, the gym, the Wi Fi, or even deal with small problems like a noisy room or a missing towel. Hotels are full of conversations that use polite, clear English. And sometimes these conversations can feel a little formal. That's why practicing them is so important. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to check in, ask questions, solve problems, make polite requests, and check out. I will speak slowly, I will pause often, and I encourage you to shadow me. That means you listen carefully, and then you repeat after me. It may feel strange at first, but this kind of active practice really helps your speaking and your confidence. So let's imagine you are arriving at your hotel. You walk up to the reception desk. The receptionist greets you politely. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Grand City Hotel. Do you have a reservation with us? Good afternoon. Yes, I booked a room for 3 nights under the name David Johnson. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. May I please see your passport and a credit card for the check-in process? Of course. Here is my passport, and here is my card. Do you also need my booking confirmation? That won't be necessary. I have your reservation here. You have booked a standard double room with breakfast included. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Could you please tell me if breakfast is served in the restaurant or delivered to the room? Breakfast is served in the restaurant on the ground floor between 6:30 and 10 in the morning. If you prefer, we can also deliver breakfast to your room for an extra charge. Thank you for explaining. I think I will go to the restaurant in the morning. Perfect. Here is your room key. You are in room 512 on the 5th floor. The elevators are just around the corner. Do you need help with your luggage? That's very kind of you. Yes, I have 2 heavy suitcases. Could someone please bring them to my room? Of course. Our bellboy will assist you right away. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. You're most welcome. If you need anything during your stay, please dial 0 from your room phone. Enjoy your stay at the Grand City Hotel. Now let's pause for a moment. Notice how polite both sides of the conversation are. At a hotel, it's very common to use complete sentences. For example, instead of just saying passport, you say, here is my passport and here is my card. Adding a few extra words makes your English sound more natural and professional. Now let's move forward. Imagine you have just entered your hotel room. You look around and you want to ask about some things. You decide to call the reception. Listen and repeat. Hello, this is room 512. Could you please tell me the Wi-Fi password? Certainly. The Wi-Fi password is printed on the card next to the television. Would you like me to spell it out for you? Yes, please. I'm not sure I can read the handwriting. Of course. The password is HOTEL 2023. Thank you very much. That's clear now. You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yes. One more thing. Could you please explain how to adjust the air conditioning? It feels a little warm in the room. Of course. On the wall near the bed, you will see a small control panel. Use the plus button to increase the temperature and the minus button to lower it. That's very helpful. Thank you for your assistance. It's my pleasure. Have a comfortable evening. Now, let's practice another very common situation. You might need to ask about hotel facilities, like the gym, the swimming pool, or the restaurant. Imagine you walk back to the reception desk and speak with the staff. Excuse me, could you tell me if the hotel has a fitness center? Yes, we do. Our fitness center is located on the 2nd floor. It is open from 6 in the morning until 11 at night. That's great. Does the fitness center also have a swimming pool? Yes. There is a heated indoor pool right next to the gym. Towels are provided, so you don't need to bring your own. Perfect. Could you also tell me if the hotel has a business center? I might need to print some documents. Yes, we have a business center on the first floor. You can print, scan, or use the computers there. It's open 24 hours a day. That's very convenient. Thank you for the information. My pleasure. Please let us know if you need any more assistance. Now, let's practice how to order room service. Maybe you are tired after a long day and you don't want to go out. You call the room service line. Listen and repeat. This is his room service. How may I help you? Good evening. This is room 512. Could I please order dinner to my room? Certainly. Do you already know what you would like to order, or would you like me to read today's menu? Could you please tell me what the dinner specials are this evening? Of course. Tonight we have grilled salmon with vegetables, roasted chicken with mashed potatoes, and vegetarian lasagna. That sounds delicious. I'll have the grilled salmon, please. Could I also order a glass of orange juice? Certainly. Would you like still water or sparkling water with your meal? Still water, please. How long will the order take to arrive? It will take about 30 minutes. Shall I charge the order to your room? Yes, please. That would be easiest. Perfect. Your meal will arrive shortly. Thank you for ordering. Thank you very much. I look forward to it. Room service conversations are an excellent way to practice polite requests. Notice how often we say, "Could I please?" or "Would you mind?" These expressions sound polite and professional, which is very useful in hotel situations. Now let's imagine another common problem. You return to your room in the evening, but you notice that your room has not been cleaned. You decide to call the reception to ask about it. Listen and repeat. Hello, this is room 512. I just returned to my room, but it has not been cleaned yet. Could you please send housekeeping? I apologize for the inconvenience. I will send someone from housekeeping immediately. Would you like the cleaning staff to come now, or would you prefer a later time? If possible, I would prefer them to come now, because I will be going out again soon. Understood. I will make sure your room is cleaned right away. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your quick help. 7 seconds. You're welcome. Please let us know if there is anything else we can do for you. Problems happen in real life, and it's important to know how to express them politely. You don't need to sound angry. Simply explain the situation clearly, and then request help. Now, let's practice another situation, asking about local information. Many guests at hotels want to know about transportation, sightseeing, or restaurants nearby. Let's practice that conversation. Excuse me, could you recommend a good local restaurant near the hotel? Of course. There is a popular Italian restaurant just 2 blocks away. It serves excellent pasta and pizza. Would you like me to make a reservation for you? That would be wonderful. Could you please book a table for 2 at 7:30 this evening? Certainly. May I have your name for the reservation? Yes, it's Johnson. Perfect. Your table is reserved under the name Johnson at 7:30. Thank you so much. Could you also tell me the easiest way to get there? Yes, you can walk there in about 10 minutes. Just turn left when you leave the hotel and walk straight until you see the restaurant on the right-hand side. That sounds easy enough. I appreciate your help. 7 seconds. It's my pleasure. Enjoy your dinner. And now let's practice one more situation before we move to checkout. Imagine you want to extend your stay. You go to the reception desk the night before your departure. Good evening. I was wondering if it is possible to extend my stay by one more night. Let me check our availability. Yes, we have rooms available. Would you like to stay in the same room? Yes. If possible, I would prefer to keep the same room. That's no problem. I will extend your stay for one more night. Shall I charge it to the same credit card? Yes, please. That would be perfect. Great. Your reservation has been updated. You are now checked in until Saturday. Thank you so much for your help. You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your stay. Now it's the morning of your departure. You've packed your bags and it's time to check out of the hotel. You walk down to the reception desk. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Good morning. I'd like to check out of room 512, please. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. May I have your room key, please? Of course. Here it is. Could you please prepare my bill? Certainly. One moment while I bring it up on the computer. Here is your invoice. You stayed for 4 nights, including breakfast each day, plus one room service order. The total comes to 520 euros. Thank you. Could you please explain the room service charge? Yes, that was for the grilled salmon with orange juice and still water on Tuesday evening. The total for that meal was 28 euros. Ah, yes, I remember now. That's correct. I will pay with the same credit card I used at check-in. Of course. Please insert your card here. Done. Thank you. Could I also get a printed copy of the receipt? Certainly. Here is your receipt, along with a copy for your records. Thank you very much. Could you also arrange a taxi to the airport for me? Of course. What time would you like the taxi? My flight is at 1 p.m., so I think I should leave around 10:30. That sounds perfect. I will book the taxi for 10:30. It will be waiting at the entrance. That's wonderful. Thank you for all your assistance during my stay. You're most welcome. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we look forward to welcoming you again in the future. Safe travels. Notice in this checkout conversation how you can politely ask for details, like, could you please explain the room service charge? At the B1, B2 level, it's important not only to accept information, but also to request clarification. That's how real conversations happen. Now let's imagine a different checkout situation. Sometimes there are problems, like extra charges on the bill. Let's practice how to question these politely. Good morning. I would like to check out of room 317, please. Good morning. May I have your key card? Here it is. Could you please prepare the bill? Of course. One moment. Here is your invoice. It includes 3 nights, 2 breakfasts, and 1 minibar charge. The total is 390 euros. Excuse me, but I believe there may be a mistake. I never used the minibar. Could you please check again? Let me double check that for you. Yes, it seems the minibar charge was added by mistake. I apologize for the error. I will remove it immediately. Your new total is 360 euros. Thank you for checking. I really appreciate your honesty. Not at all. We want everything to be correct for our guests. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. That's much better. I will pay by card. Certainly. Please insert your card here. Done. Thank you. You're welcome. Have a pleasant journey. See how polite language helps you solve problems without conflict. At hotels, mistakes sometimes happen, but with calm, clear English, you can resolve them quickly. Now let's practice another useful situation. Imagine you are already in your room and you notice something is broken. For example, the air conditioning is not working. You call reception. Hello, this is room 406. The air conditioning is not working properly. Could you please send someone to repair it? I'm sorry to hear that. I will send a technician to your room immediately. Would you prefer to wait in your room, or shall we call you when it's fixed? I'll wait in the room, thank you. Could you tell me how long it might take? It should take about 20 minutes. If the problem cannot be fixed quickly, we will offer you another room. That's very kind. I'll wait here and see how it goes. Thank you for your patience. Now imagine the technician comes, but the problem cannot be solved. The receptionist calls you back. Hello, this is the front desk. Unfortunately, the air conditioning in your room cannot be repaired immediately. We would like to offer you an upgrade to a deluxe room at no extra cost. Would that be acceptable? That's very generous. Thank you. Yes, I'd be happy to move to the deluxe room. Wonderful. Our bellboy will help you move your luggage. I appreciate your excellent service. You're welcome. We want you to feel comfortable during your stay. Notice how hotels often solve problems by offering an upgrade or another form of service. Your role as a guest is to stay polite and flexible. Now, let's practice small talk at the hotel. Sometimes you may meet other guests in the lobby, the restaurant, or the elevator. Let's practice short but friendly conversations. Hello. Are you also staying here for the conference? Yes, I am. It's my first time at this hotel. How about you? I stayed here once before. The service is excellent, and the location is very convenient. That's good to know. I just arrived yesterday, and I'm still learning my way around. Don't worry. The staff here are very helpful if you need directions. That's true. They already helped me book a restaurant last night. That's great. I hope you enjoy your stay and the conference. Thank you. You too. Short conversations like this are friendly, polite, and easy to practice. They don't need to be long, but they can help you connect with other travelers. Now let's practice another common topic, asking about safety and security. Many guests want to know if the hotel is safe. Listen and repeat. Excuse me, could you tell me if the hotel has a safe for valuables? Yes, each room has a small safe inside the closet. You can set your own code for security. That's excellent. Could you also tell me if the hotel entrance is open at night? Yes, the entrance is open 24 hours a day, but we always have a security guard on duty. That makes me feel much more comfortable. Thank you for explaining. It's my pleasure. Your safety is very important to us. Now let's imagine one more scenario. You've lost something in your room, and you want to check with the hotel staff. Excuse me, I believe I left my phone charger in the room when I checked out. Could you please check if housekeeping has found it? One moment, please. I'll call housekeeping. Yes, they found a phone charger in room 5112 this morning. Would you like to come pick it up? Or shall we send it to you by mail? I'm already at the airport, so could you please send it to me by mail? Of course. Please write down your address, and we will mail it to you as soon as possible. That's wonderful. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Safe travels. As you can see, hotel conversations cover a wide range of situations. Check-in, facilities, room service, problems, small talk, safety, and checkout. Each of these situations gives you a chance to practice polite English at the B1, B2 level. And now, before we finish, let's review the key strategies. Always use complete sentences. Instead of saying Wi-Fi password, say, could you please tell me the Wi-Fi password? Instead of need taxi, say, could you please arrange a taxi for me? These extra words are small, but they make your English sound much more natural and respectful. Another tip, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. If you don't understand, you can say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that more slowly? Or, could you please explain that again? Hotel staff are used to guests from all around the world, and they will be patient with you. Finally, remember that communication is not about being perfect. It's about being polite, clear, and confident. If you practice these sentences, you will be ready for almost any hotel situation. And now, we have reached the end of today's lesson. You did an excellent job following along, repeating, and shadowing. I encourage you to practice this lesson more than once. The more you repeat, the more natural it will feel. Before we finish, I want to give you a small challenge. In the comments, write one hotel sentence you learned today. It could be, could you please send housekeeping? Or, I would like to extend my stay. Share it with the community, and let's learn together. This is Let's Learn English, and I'm Michael. I'm proud of the progress you made today. Keep practicing, keep repeating, and keep believing in yourself. Every time you practice, you are one step closer to your English goals. Thank you for spending this time with me. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next lesson.